it before we say die. Here we are, killing ourselves a little. We just need one more hit, and we might just live forever. Oh, here we are, we're going down with this shit.
Hey, it's JC14241 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our second season of Career Mode, we're going to be completing race 3 of 36 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400. In the last episode, we raced at The Rock for the Subway 400, finished in 10th place, battling it out rough with Ricky Rudd. Yeah, I was just back and forth 10th and 11th with that guy. But Mark Martin just won that race yesterday, and yeah, he started on pole, led the most laps, had the fast lap in that race, so he was dominating. Mark Martin dominating a race in any NASCAR game is awesome. Kamikaze and what if racing, gotta love that. So Jeff Gordon is 14 points behind points leader Tony Stewart. I'm about to say Jeff Gordon because I'm stupid. But Mark Martin's third place in the point setting, so yeah, this is just really amazing stuff to see. We're all the way right here in 15th place because we got 21st, takes 1 of 500, and of course that top 10 finish at The Rock. So whenever we go this one, I'm just going to try to stay 15th place, but I highly doubt that's going to be possible because Las Vegas is such a tough track. Mike Waltrip doesn't like me a little bit because I hit him at Rockingham. I don't remember, but he sure as hell does because he's stupid and crazy. Shop additions. Engine hoist will be one race away after we do this race. When we go to the garage, you'll see what equipment we're using. All worn equipment from Rockingham. Tire grip is okay. Engines is, I'd say, decent for something that's worn down. And then you got the bodies, which ain't too good, but we got a little downforce. And drafting, I think that's a little important at Las Vegas as well, but just hopefully have a good setup. Car happiness is at 58, so hopefully I can get a top 20 here. I think that's like the bare minimum. I'm just trying to get a top 20 here if it's possible. But if it doesn't, we'll go down to 56, and I think we'll be able to get it back up eventually, because Atlanta's after this, and Atlanta's even harder than Las Vegas. So, schedule is starting to get rough. I know we got tracks like Darlington and Bristol on the way, so we're not going to lose this contract. Don't worry. I don't know that, but we're not going to lose this contract. Okay, car rating is 61%. Let's get to qualifying in Vegas. This paint scheme was made by K-Cow Gaming, and of course I'm bringing it to Las Vegas just because Las Vegas is one of the closer tracks to California, and he's from California. That's what I'm trying to say. My setup for qualifying is negative 0.5 turns of wedge and 15 PSI because it's supposed to be a short run car. Getting a little tight off a turn too, but I'm just using this lap to warm up. The sad thing about this all is that the fact this is a beautiful paint scheme and everything, but whenever I'm racing, all I see is yellow. I got a little blue on the roof, so we don't have to be completely triggered at the fact that we're seeing the ugliest color in the whole rainbow. Okay, that wasn't too bad, was it? 35th. I mean, it's not good, but for our first lap, it means the second lap has got to be up quite a bit better now that we're up to speed. Okay, just tapping the throttle, try to keep it at the bottom. Oh my goodness, it's sliding up like crazy. 15 PSI, you gotta pay off. I mean, I expect better than that from this. We're definitely gonna change the setup once we get into the actual race, because if I put on 15 PSI, the tires are gonna wear fast, and I am concerned about that at a track like this. I haven't been in many other tracks like Phoenix and Rockingham, but I think this is a good place to be concerned about that. A little bit better, 31.36, 20 seconds, so we're above 25th. We're meeting that sponsorship expectation, the secondary one, Motorola, I think that's what they're asking for. So that's on the outside, but we're going to go to car setup and change it to what I would like for it to be. Turn this all the way up to 25, so that's adding 10 pounds per square inch. Yeah, I know my science, even though I hate science completely. And we'll turn this down to -1 turns, because from what I've seen practicing at this track, on negative 0.5 and that like 20 PSI, which what it was whenever I previously came here, it was like the car wasn't actually sliding in the corners whatsoever. It stopped sliding after like 4 laps, and then it just had no grip, and all the positions I made up early on, they were gone. So with this one, it might be a little too loose at the beginning, and hopefully not even more loose at the end of our run, because I don't want that to be our tire wear. Ryan Newman, Rocket Man on the pole, no neck Newman, and he's got Dale Jarrett next to him. Green flag is out. We're underway for 26 laps here at Las Vegas, trying to pull up in front of Ward Burton. I considered trying to make Kevin Harvick check up at first, but kind of knew that wasn't going to work. So I haven't actually raced with this setup. I haven't even practiced with this setup. But I pray that it will be better. Pray to the gods at EA Sports that this is not going to be too bad. Tony Stewart, why is your second season turning out so much worse than your first season? You got that championship, and now he's starting in the bottom half of the field. But he's trying to move. I should stop holding up Tony Stewart. Like, as much as I want to have a good race of my own, I should stop holding him up. Okay, let's give him some room to work. I'm kind of trying not to pass him at the same time. I really want to make moves right now. I'm driving on the apron. This car is turning so well with the injuries. Okay, I'm cleared. Barely, you stupid freaking spotter. Greg Whipple right there. Dive underneath Jerry Nadeau. I'm exceeding the track limits. I'm not even on the track, but I mean, they're actually allowed to do that in reality, but in the game, they're like, if you do the challenges, you can't go that far down. Do they even have any lightning challenges or whatever they're called for the for Las Vegas? I don't remember coming here in any of them. Maybe there was like one, but I don't remember it. Okay, we're up to 19th. Got a bunch of cars in front of us. If I push it hard enough, we should be able to get around them. For some reason, Jerry Nadeau is slowing down everybody behind us. That's weird. I don't know if he's that slow or what. Okay, Joe Nemechek, you're blocking. Why are you blocking? Nobody blocks JC1424. Actually, a lot of people do, and I have to be a pussy bitch and complain about it, and not ever be able to do anything about it. So, never mind. I stand corrected. Freaking Jeff Burton's catching us. Diving past Joe Nemechek. A little contact, nothing to get angry about, and that gets us 18th. I'm pushing it. Trying to maintain this position. Okay, we'll pull up in front of those guys. Jeff Burton, I can tell he's on the move. I'm trying to be on the move too. I like to move it, but about to lose it. No. Who's it going to be? Ricky Rudd or Dale Earnhardt Jr.? I've done enough racing with Ricky Rudd, but I definitely can't hold back Dale Earnhardt Jr. He came in here like a freaking fire of a pistol. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but you get my point. All these good drivers starting back here. Dang it. Losing all the positions I just got. Yeah, I'm not really making that much progress. Our car still really sucks at Las Vegas. You need a much better car at this track. I wouldn't say that it's like Richmond levels of suck, but it still sucks quite a bit. I think it still even sucks more at Atlanta, but it's just one of those tracks where our car's not that good. I think our car is still going to be really good at Kansas. It's kind of weird how, like, this track is quite similar to Kansas, but my car was so much better at Kansas than it is right now. Like, we were like trying to get into the top 10 at Kansas for a little bit, but the car just wasn't that good here. It's good then, but it's better now, so I'm expecting the car to be able to run the top 10 whenever we go to Kansas. And even at Chicagoland, I think I was 8th place at some point whenever we were doing that one. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is working on getting around me. I think he will just fine because he's got all that freaking horsepower. He's got all that freaking horsepower. He ain't got any horses. He's just got a freaking pack of Budweiser. Almost said Bud Light. I don't even know why. Oh, well, we'll be able to get around Robbie Gordon. I mean, Dale Earnhardt Jr. got around Robbie Gordon. So, I mean, if he could do that, then I can, right? I don't know. We're actually getting a run off of turn 2, so this car must be just the slightest bit worse than mine, or maybe I'm actually better. That's too unbelievable, is it? Well, 19th place. We're hitting our sponsor race objective, but at the same time, our pickery's probably going to lose us some positions. So unless I fail to enter pit road like I have many times over the years at this track, I don't know if getting a top 20 is going to be that possible. I'm starting like crazy just trying to get the sentence out and enter the corner correctly. Why you don't want to finish the corner is beyond me. I need to go into sweat mode because I'm trying so hard to block freaking 3 lanes right now because I can't drive myself.
Number 31, all over your back bumper. You're clear. Slide side.
Okay, people are starting to take pit stops. I'm getting molested by the field. It's all good. It's all good. This is great. I'm very comfortable with all this. Raping is my stimulation. I can't turn! Damn, we're on 25 PSI and I can't get this car to just not wear tires down so fast. I know we've used its equipment, but we haven't damaged it in the slightest with Rockingham, and yet somehow it doesn't last. Are you going down pit road, Robbie Gordon? No, he's not going down pit road, so I ain't got to worry about him brake checking me. I wish the AI would brake check themselves. That'd be the bright side of everything. Oh my goodness. Should I let Ward Burton by? Should I try getting back around Robbie Gordon? I don't know what I should try doing. There we go. Hit Robbie Gordon. And 18th place. And he doesn't hate me 60%, so he's not going to try hitting me on purpose. Okay. Block. Block. Yay, I'm in 18th place. Doesn't mean much when people are taking pit stops. I hit the wall because I'm such a mean. Can't just not be stupid. I want to take a pit stop now. Okay, we'll slow it down to 70. Don't spin the car on entry pit road. Oh, it's a miracle. Oh, I didn't spin the car on entry pit road at Las Vegas. It's that simple. No repairs of damage. It's actually not going to cost me any time if I do, so that's surprising because I feel like I was just tearing that car up in the last few laps. This car is not good at this track. You know, obviously, I was expecting it to be awful whenever we went to this track last season because that was the beginning of my career. And now we're a whole season later, and I can barely manage to stay in the top 20. Loose tire, ding dong. You don't just throw it across the galaxy. You take it and you hold it, and then you put the drilling thing, and then you take a tire around the other side. You know, as if our pit stops aren't slow enough, you guys make them even slower by doing crap like that. This race is just not allowed to be a good race. Just one of those days. I don't even think I was going to get a top 20 anyway, but it's really not very encouraging for me to not being able to finish close to top 20. Well, I'm probably going to struggle to finish in the top 30 in this race. We're in 36 and people are still taking pit stops, so maybe that's not true. I don't know. Oh, we're making a big gain on Ken Schrader going to turn 1 right here. I'm underneath him, and it looks like I'm getting a run off too because, for those who don't remember, Ken Schrader's car is really not good. Someone's pulling off pit road right now, so that was probably the latest pit stop in the entire race. I saw like one car going down a couple laps ago, so he's finally coming off. We're in 29th. Big gap between me and 28th. But I've got like 9 laps to close it. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do it. Because all these guys behind me, a bunch of them got fresh tires. Be sad if I couldn't get a top 30 because of people behind me having fresh tires. It's kind of ridiculous to be able to overcome that even if I don't have fresh tires at this point because we're at the back of the field because of our mistakes and me sucking in general, but this track is just not my place right now. I don't think I'll be able to win at this track whenever we come here in the 3rd season. And if I did a 4th season, I probably wouldn't be able to win here either. I'm getting passed by cars, and I'm in 30th place. I'm trying so hard to not get past that I'm just getting past anyway. I'm in 30th place. Las Vegas, what the fuck do you want from me? Ugh. I don't even want to be here anymore. This day is disgusting. This is the worst race I have had in so long. This is going to be the worst finish I have had in so freaking long. Fuck off, Ken Schrader. You suck, and you're supposed to suck so much more than you at this point. Oh, gosh, I hate this race so much right now. I'm trying to clear Joe Nemechek so I can just have the bottom going in the freaking corner. I rear-end Robbie Gordon so he hates me even more. My tires are probably even more shot from that wreck. Race isn't over. That's fantastic. Maybe I can pass some more cars and get back in the top 30. Who knows? It's going to be a 1-lap dash to the finish. My car is so damaged that it doesn't even want to get going at the fucking restart. Oh! I hate this fucking track. It's disgusting in career mode. I can't compete with it. I swear, I finished better in the 1st season whenever we came here. But this... Golly, this race is turning out so badly that even on veteran equipment, I'm just junk. Just junk. And the picker ain't helping. Yeah, they took off, and I'm starting to catch back up to them because their cars all suck, but that's not enough when they were so freaking damaged after all those freaking laps. Somebody just won the race. I hate this track, and we don't have to use this equipment anymore. Just throw it to the outside wall. Cake out gaming. Las Vegas sucks. Dale Jarrett wins again. What is this season? We'll start off next week by going to the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Bass Pro Shops MBNA 500 for a race that could only be worse. I'm trying to remember where I finished whenever I did that race. I think it was like 32nd, 31st. So yeah, even that was worse than that. So that was like the worst race that I have had in so freaking long. It was even worse by the freaking temper that it wanted to give me. Like, I already have a freaking headache, but my car is just falling backwards all race freaking long, and I can't push it forward anymore. It doesn't have anything to offer. But we're going into that race, the race at Atlanta, with Legend Racer 88's paint scheme because it's Atlanta. I think that's like one of the first tracks that Dale Earnhardt Jr. won at in his career. Maybe the first one, I don't remember. It's either Atlanta or Texas, but I know Texas is given to someone else. So yeah, Dale Jarrett won the shootout. Jeff Gordon won Daytona 500. Mark Martin won at Rockingham. And then we get Dale Jarrett winning again his first actual points race, getting one at Las Vegas. So we're getting a variety of winners and some completely different winners than we had in the first season. So Tony Stewart still in the points lead by 9 points over Jeff Gordon. Mark Martin still in third place. He's a ways back. Dale Jarrett is in fourth after getting that win. So yeah, this is making sense. Tony Stewart hasn't won a race yet, but we should be seeing him win one soon if he's got all this consistency. I need it. I thirst for some kind of freaking sunshine in my day after all these shitty races that I'm starting to run. I don't know why I say that, considering the fact that that was only that race. Daytona was disappointing too. Where am I in points? Am I still in the... Nope, not in the top 20. Okay, we're in 22nd. It's like rookie season all over again. Atlanta's going to make it worse. We got Darlington. Maybe that can make it better. And we got Bristol and Texas. So those three races will come after a horrible Atlanta race that can possibly get us back in the top 20, maybe even top 15. It's just a disappointing set of races that I know are going down. Robbie Gordon is so pissed off that he's going to want to hit us whenever we go to Atlanta. Yeah, I just crashed into him trying to stay in front of Joe Nemechek. I do a lot of senseless bullcrap whenever I want to stop losing positions, to be honest. I can only race clean for so long. Okay, if it was real people, maybe I'd be more maintained. Rookie of the race keeps on getting claimed by Kevin Grubb, by the way. That's something I'm starting to notice. All freaking first three races of the season. Anybody else actually good right now in the rookies? I mean, I like Dr. Pepper. What if racing like Dr. Pepper too? So I guess that's the bright side. One race left until the engine hoist comes in. We've got some repairing, overhauling to do. Oh, our new chassis just came in. We are definitely using that at Atlanta. I think that might be a waste because even with the car that's like this good of a chassis, it's probably still going to go to waste because Atlanta's that hard of a freaking track. Overhaul won't do anything for this chassis, so we'll just tell it to repair so we won't pay so much. That's $95,000. And I can build a new one, but how much will it be if I build a new one? Well, how good can it possibly be is what I'm trying to say. 9 races, 64, 61. Well, that's way better than this darn thing is right here. Let's just go ahead and do it right now while we can. So we'll build a new one. 9 races, $130,000. We got so much freaking money because I ain't got nothing to do with any of this crap. And we're going to sell this because we don't need it anymore. That's probably going to give us all our money back, $92,000. So yeah, I don't know if that was a good decision or not, but it doesn't matter if I make good decisions or not anymore because the season's just falling apart as soon as it starts. Okay, this. Overall, we'll get this power to 63. I'm all for it. 2 races, $184,000. We're still at $200,000 yet with overhauls, so I like that. And we've got so much freaking money, I just want to spend it. I want to do something with it. If I can, might as well. Just, we ain't got much stuff to do with our freaking money because we're waiting on that freaking shop edition to come, and that's what it is. Overhaul will increase the downforce by 2 on this, and the drafting by 1, so that is also worth it. Anything helps. Anything helps after how bad Las Vegas just went. We got 1 race left on our new body building, and 3 races left on this new engine right here. So I don't know if we'll be selling one of our engines after that or not, but we'll find out once it arrives. Yeah, 56 happiness with Las Vegas. I think it will decrease to 54 after Atlanta, and then we'll start going back up again once we get to Darlington and Bristol, and even Texas, like I was mentioning at the beginning of this outro clip right here. We're fine on qualifying. The happiness was like already way up in the freaking air whenever we got this sponsor for some reason. And of course, Academy Sports and Outdoors, we had that sponsor previously, so yeah. And we're always gonna be in the top 30. You can trust me on that. We'll be in the top 30 throughout this entire season. I promise. Why do I make promises that I can't keep? Those are the best kind. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.